Alright, so here, this is the last part of the solo for the Sentinel. So let's kind of go over it. This last part of solo, this is Glenn Tipton's part right here, and it's playing over the chord right after this part. It's playing over the F chord, and then basically it's the F sharp over G, and F sharp over D, and the E, and the G, and then basically this is a G sharp over E. So those are the four chords we're going over this one section here. And we start right here on the 13th fret of your B string. I'm kind of play it slowly first. I'm sorry. So that's the part over the F chord, which is the 3rd fret of your D and the 5th fret of your G. So the part goes like this. You play the 13th fret and you pull off on the 10th fret. You do that twice. Pick it first, and you pick the 10th fret of your G, and then 10th fret of your B, and you pick the 13th fret of your B and pull off on the 10th fret again. So that's the first first section of it. So it's 8 notes. Next part, same thing, but instead of playing the 10th fret of your G, you play the 11th fret of your G. Right. So if you put the both parts together, it goes like this. Alright, and after you play that, the next part goes like this. You play the 14th fret of your E string, pull off the 10th, 13th fret of your B, pull off on 10th, 11th fret of your G, 10th fret of your B, 13th fret of your B, 10th fret of your E, 14th fret of, and then you start again, 14th fret of your E, same thing. But this time, after that, after you play the 10th fret of your B, you go to your 12th fret of your D, 11th fret of your G, 10th fret of your B, and it ends on the 13th fret of your pinky. So that part right there, it plays over the this chord right here. Basically, it's the F sharp, which is the 4th fret of your D, and 7th fret of your G. So it goes like this. So if you group it into 4 notes, it's easier that way. I always group it in 4 notes. 4 notes. Another 4 notes. Again, repeat. And then 12th fret of your D. Alright, so that covers the 2 parts, and the 3rd part goes like this. This is arpeggio, and I move my finger up to the 4th position of your G, and I stretch it with my hand. I play my ring finger on the 5th fret, hammer on, and I sweep down, basically like a sweeping motion. Alright, so 4th fret of your G, hammer on the 5th fret, and you play the 6th fret of your B. I'm sorry, 6th fret of your B, 5th fret of your E, and then 8th fret of your E. Pull off the 5th fret of your E, 6th fret of your B, and end on 7th fret of your G. You do that twice. the next part, you do the 4th fret again on your G, but this time I hammer onto the 7th fret with my pinky instead of my ring finger. Why? Because I need my fingers to play the next part, which is the 5th fret of your B, and then 4th fret of your E string, 7th fret of your E, and then pull off the 4th fret of your E, 5th fret of your B, and 7th fret of your G. So do that twice. Alright, so basically when we do this part, we play it over the G chord. And then we play the G sharp over E. Basically it's the 6th fret of your D and the 9th fret of your G, and then we play it. Alright, so again, the first part, the F, and then the F sharp over D, and then G, and then G sharp over E, and after that it goes back to the rhythm. And KK Dining is playing the solo over that. He plays this part right here. He played the C, the 3rd note, 3rd fret of your E, pinch harmonic it, you pinch it, and you pull it down. Do it again. So basically, it goes. Do it twice, and the 5th fret of your E, 3rd fret of E, 5th fret of your A, and slide up to 7. Play 7 again, and the next part goes like this: 5 and 7 on the A, and the 5 and 5th fret on the D. Hammer on the 7 and pull it off back to 5th. Okay. And the next part, you play the 4th fret. Move your finger up and play the 4th fret of your D. Hammer on the 5th fret. Play the 5th fret of your D. Hammer on the 7th fret. Actually, I'm gonna do this. Just like that. And then you play the 5th fret of your G. Hammer on and pull off on the 7. And then 4th fret of your G, and 5th fret of your G. So that's the KK Dining part. Alright, again. The next part, KK Dining and Glenn Tipton both play. It's like a dual lick, but I will focus on the Glenn Tipton's part right here. I'll show you the KK Dining part also. But basically, every time you play a note, you hammer on and pull off. So you start from the 4th fret on the G string, hammer on, pull off on the 5th fret. 5th fret on the G, hammer on, pull off on the 7th fret. While your finger's doing that, you play the 5th fret of your B. Hammer on, pull off on the 6th fret. 6th fret of your B. Hammer on, pull off on the 10th fret. On the 8th fret. And the 5th fret of your A. Hammer on and pull off on the 9th. I'm sorry, 5th fret on the A. Hammer on, pull off on the 7th. 7 and 8. 8 and 10. 10 and 12, 12 and 13, 13, 15, 15, 17, 17, 19, and you play the 20th on the E string, bend it up whole step. And you play 20th, 19, 17 on the E string, and you play the 20th fret on the B string, and bend it up. Alright, so again, the first part, 4 and 5, and the 5, 7, 5 and 6 on the B, 6 and 8. You basically play that over F chord. So you play the F chord, and you play the F sharp over D. So when you play this part, 5, 7 on the E, 7, 8, 8, 10, 10, 12. And you play the G. You play 12, 13, 13, 15, 15, 17, 17, 19. And then the G sharp over E. So when you play the 20th fret, the last note when you end it, that's when we do the arpeggio. Which is covered in another video. So again, the last lick goes like this. And I cover the arpeggio in my video when I show you how to play the rhythm behind the solo. So that's the last part of the song, and that covered the entire song. So hopefully that helped. Again, the solo is in the key of mainly is in the key of A minor, and a lot of the notes I play are right. Just the pattern's a little different. What you can do is that if it's too much, it's too fast, too many notes, you can just always mix and match the notes you want to differently and just try to come up with your own pattern. As long as you have it sounds in the spirit of the song, sounds like the solo, ends and begins on the same notes. You can be more creative and to come up with your own ways to play the solo. Again, thanks for watching, and hopefully I'll give you some ideas on how to play the solo. Again, I'm not perfect, and I'm not playing it note for note. But I think I have most of the notes down correctly. The patterns again might be a little different, and hopefully it's helpful to you. Thanks for watching.